They'll stop him.
Tonight,
50 seconds to go in the first half.
Stadium in New Jersey.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson at first and
NFL on EA Sports.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State EA Sports coverage of the... Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And right away, he lost the football. It's a loss of 4 on that first play. It's second down. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
2nd and 14. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. First, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And this one goes nowhere.
NRG Stadium in Houston,
on the play,
where you see the final score there.
2 yards
Deshaun
the
Watson,
loss, 2nd and
4
12.
touchdown passes
Strategy.
in the victory.
Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter,
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
We've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a
Now the
tight one.
shotgun snap is going to look to throw.
We'll send it back.
Find his running back. It's complete.
To his running back. Out of the backfield. Out of bounds on his own 29-yard line.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll go down, but not before getting his inside the 30. Number 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. Finds his tight end Ingram, and out of bounds right around the 20. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
He's brought
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
working out of the gun, Mariota.
2-yard line.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Mariota's pass.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It's complete to Grant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
It's a gain of
A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I took my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 11.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7. Diablos nothing.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 last time. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Nice try, but a good run back as well. 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore
the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Last time they had a run play. We'll see if they can add to the
conversion on 3rd and 13.
So many times in my career, coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there off the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards.
Getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. In this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is off of your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time that he practiced about 1 year. Running out defenses and able to make big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore. Absolute comeback.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. That's the one to
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off. Usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, I think the hope is with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard.
So the big play needs just like that to operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
That works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the right
Good on its chance.
Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
With a 7-yard run. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make a connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation for the quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so...
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up.
That's smart football right there. You don't have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Makes the score Giants 10. Diablos nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, a piece of cake. Because extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's get back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Mariota. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Quick recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and then picked up the first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He's on the kick.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Yards officially. And the offense will take
First and second down with the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
It's set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline,
this is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard. If that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4.
I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself,
Here we go with Kamara.
you guys really missed the boat on me.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 high score. Throwing again
And
on
as this
2nd down.
offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And the script really is flipped for the momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back through 2 score deficit. Connor, the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll set up to throw from the middle.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll get this down to the 10. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first.
So
he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open.
His second touchdown on the season. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Here come the flags. This is going to get him first down.
Will Watts on for the point after.
Having points at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they're back with a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
Flag is Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice
After the
jump there on the
touchdown,
first
Watts
down
to kick
run,
it
and it's
off.
second and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. Not everyone's going to be a big hitter.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it'll be second down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now is 9 sacks for him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they take a knee. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the Giants send out their punter now. Back deep, Shaquem Graham.
Games at the end of the year, so you get to week 16 and 17. You're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with a the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in Houston. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 31-24, the final score.
First down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Sarah. Field goal separates these two teams as we come back for the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back in review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Second and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now
and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense here.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They gain that time 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
This is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now right at the 2-minute break. Get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Rashawn Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure in front.
He missed this all this way.
Down he goes.
First and goal as they try to finish on this drive.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
A 57-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
7.
The Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A short throw to Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for them.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give them 19. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
3rd and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. With 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10.
Diablos 10.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Not much there, only a yard.
He's forced out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
36-yard line.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First and 10.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Landry again the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Play fake here on 1st down. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 21-yard line.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
as big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
Will Lutz.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The defense once more getting set to do battle as they head back out. The situation, tie game. They're just hoping to keep it that way, aren't they?
They are, and right now everything is really being dictated by how they're going to attack offensively. Will they take a knee and just try and get to overtime? Will they try and run some big plays? Got to stay loose and alert and be ready for anything on defense.
Got to think they're going to try to get in field goal range here, right?
You would think so, but some of them will look at the clock and say, I'm better off taking my chances in overtime because I might turn it over here. So you just have to be prepared.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he comes back with one complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And New York set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. So the right side of Scott Landry complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Make sure you get those points on the board.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. Out on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Giants are off now with a 3-0 lead. 17. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Once again, they stopped him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That was a loss of a yard.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for.
They'll set up to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Diablo.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He's taken out of bounds.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excite them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. Back to throw again. Open man is Michael Thomas. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Not the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a 1st down. Some big-time drama as the game continues. They had to have that 4th down conversion. They made it work.
And you and I have both seen play callers' play sheets, right? And a lot of them look like, menus at a restaurant. They always have a special section for those plays when you absolutely have to have a 1st down, a touchdown, a big play. They went to that section right there and dialed that one up.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off at the 19. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint in overtime. They took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the defensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Giants, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
taken down in the last scrimmage. Eventually, no gain on the play. Now it's second down. It's flat one up here. Eddy. No doubt. There would be no additional yards. Here on 14 on that one. And a first down. He's running relentless along with guys who are pressing on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? You've got his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That'll carry for Dobbins. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Checks it here once. And he's going to take this one up a little short of the 40 yard line. Those Nuggets all the way down. And no turnover in this one. This will be 4th and 5. So to play up the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we talk about what the quarterback has to go through. The inside linebacker that shuffle the quarterback and hold him to a short game, did it to perfection. So a decent game, go on for now in the middle. Almost to that looking celebrating. Yes, just gave him that rip. You're saying he's on the run. And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
There's a flag on the play.
Back into 46. 2 minutes to last, 2nd and 12. Sometimes that's it.
I think what he saw a flag in his face because he looked down here.
That second flag on the play. Hanging from the side like a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong. Watch me shoot, baby. Let's go. I just took off with that rock. Like I just counted 100 racks. That's a whole field. He don't want no championship. Get him out of here. I just gotta say, like I run up in the backfield. I just gotta say, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a